Hello and welcome. This is Kathleen Levito, a marketing coordinator with AAFMAA, the American Armed Forces Mutual Aid Association. Thank you for attending today's webinar entitled Money Saving Tips for Purchasing a Home. This monthly webinar is brought to you by AAFMAA Mortgage Services, LLC, which provides mortgages exclusively to the military community. Whether you are looking to build, buy, or refinance a home, we can help you. This educational webinar seeks to provide AAFMAA members and prospective members with information about ways to save for a mortgage. With us today is Tyler Gorley, a military mortgage advisor with AAFMAA Mortgage Services, LLC, also known as AMS. Tyler will be sharing a presentation on your screen, and throughout the presentation, you can enter questions into your question bar, which we can answer after the presentation. I will now go ahead and turn it over to Tyler to begin the presentation.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I appreciate your time in joining us. Today, I just want to go through a few things that are important to me, and some of those things are use of professional real estate agent, increasing your credit score, being ready to negotiate, getting your house inspected, the advantage of actually using a VA loan, and just throwing in a few more money-saving tips along the way. So firstly, we're going to start with the use of professional real estate agents. And with this, you really want a buyer's agent. Oh, geez. Cut. Okay, so how should I do it since I missed that segue by a mile? Just like you're going to add a pause in and just act as if it never happened?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So just when should I start? Just long pause and then just continue?
Yes.
So firstly, why a real estate agent? A buyer's agent main job is to find the home that you want and in the ideal location. You as a buyer are their best interest. Your relationship is similar to a lawyer-client relationship, and the buyer's agent will negotiate, preview, write the contract, and help with settlement along the way. So what you want to do is really just build a relationship of this is business, it's nothing personal. You want to get into a home that's suited for you, and that will lead you to the next step. The next slide. So with that, what you really want to do is first get pre-approved. And what that does is it tells the buyers that you're serious about buying a house that you can afford. So you're going into it saying, I can do this. And to do that, what you need to do is actually fill out a mortgage loan application. And going in with a VA loan, you'll need your DD-214, or if you're still active duty, a current LES or W-2 from the last 2 years. Next slide. So the cut. All right. So first thing that we'll need to look at is your credit score. So one of the main things to know is during the process is don't apply for a new loan or any credit cards. New accounts and hard inquiries make up 10% of your credit score. And when you open a new account, your credit score will actually take an initial drop for a couple of months. So new accounts may also impact your debt to income ratio if you do take out credit. And this, your total debt, cut. I guess it's supposed to say this is your total debt payments divided by your gross income.
Yes, I'll fix that again in post.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to restart the slide.
Okay.
So one thing to remember is don't apply for any new loans or any new credit cards. New accounts and hard inquiries make up to 10% of your credit score. When you open a new account, your credit score will take an initial drop for a couple months. And as well, new accounts may also impact your debt to income ratio. And this is your total debt payments divided by your gross income, so before taxes. So if you do take out new credit and your debt to income ratio does go up, that could affect your ability to close. Next slide. So one thing you can do ahead of time to really help with your debt to income ratio and everything is pay down those credit card balances. The balances on your credit cards versus the credit limit is called your credit utilization ratio. This ratio accounts for 30% of your overall FICO score. Only your payment history, 35%, has a higher impact on your credit. So you really want to keep, even if you've got a high available balance, you really want to keep those balances low to keep your debt to income ratio low as well. And going into the home buying process, you got to be ready to negotiate. So you can do that in a couple of ways with your prepaid expenses, and you can ask the seller to prepay regular expenses such as your HOA dues, lawn service and pool maintenance, and for home improvements such as replacing carpet or painting rooms. Communicate your wishes to your real estate agent so they can include it in the contract. So when you do your initial walkthrough, be sure to keep your eyes open, look for things that may be a little less than ideal, and if it's not important to you, you can have it written into your contract to be fixed. So just keep that in mind. And then with your closing costs, with a VA home loan, sellers can pay most or all of the closing costs, which range from 2% to 4% of the home purchase price, depending on where you are. The seller can also pay for the VA funding fee, which is a little unknown fact. And kind of touching back on the things that can be paid for, a big thing is to get your property inspected. An inspector looks at the property before you purchase to uncover repairs or problems that could cost thousands of dollars down the line. Repair expenses can be deducted from your offer, or the seller may cover the repairs before the sale. Next slide. Next slide. So what are the advantages of going with a VA home loan? Well, firstly, you don't need to have any money down on a VA home purchase. You can do 100% financing up to $1 million with no money down if you have full eligibility. So the VA mortgage rates are also usually lower than conventional or FHA, and it's often easier to get qualifying ratios. And again, more liberal seller concessions with full VA benefits. Okay, and then next we're going to talk about those money saving tips, because I know that's why you guys are really here. So first, what you need to do and what you need to keep in mind is set a budget for your home purchase. Not only get a number in your head for how much you want to buy a house for, but figure out what that costs on a monthly basis as well. And then set some saving goals. And then from there, you need to set a timeline for your home purchase. And that's not just, when you want to start looking to when you want to close, because a lot of times, it takes a little bit of time to find the house you guys really want. And just stay on top of your budget. That means, again, don't be affecting your debt to income ratios, going out, opening up new cards, and then share your goals with, your significant other, your family, even your real estate agent, so they can have to hold you accountable. And then I just want to say thank you for joining me on this webinar. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly. I really appreciate your time and hope everybody's doing well in these strange times that we're living through. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much, Tyler, for that presentation. Again, if you have any specific questions, you can reach out to Tyler using the contact information on this slide. If you entered a question into your question bar during the presentation, we'll get back to you in the next day or two. And thank you again for joining us for this webinar. Remember that you can always, sign up for new webinars and view past webinars at aafma.com/webinars. And we'll just leave you with a few general disclaimers. And we look forward to seeing you next time.